York City, the marathon isn't the only race this weekend. As runners push through 26 miles of endurance and willpower, this New York mayor's race is also grinding ahead, with frontrunner Zohran Mamdani trying to hold his lead on former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. We spoke to New York voters to test the waters and find out who they want to win the race and why.
Mamdani is a frontrunner against former Governor Cuomo. Which one do you hope becomes mayor of New York?
Mayor Mamdani.
Wow, and now why do you choose Zohran Mamdani?
Well, Mamdani's speaking about a lot of things that really address the people, such as housing, the transportation issues. I think he's more at the forefront of what a lot of young people want to hear about. You know, we've had Cuomo's and Bloomberg's, and the cycle just keeps on going on without a lot of our issues being addressed.
You know,
So between Zohran Mamdani and former Governor Cuomo, you're not inspired by those choices?
not really, not in particular. We had a lot of issues with Cuomo in the last couple of years when he left office. And then with Mamdani now, he's coming with a certain agenda that is not too American or patriot, you know. And so it's another just, you know, socialist program. And we're not really interested in that. We want things that would really empower people to not have them more dependable on government and its system. So we're not really. So I'm not too big of a fan of him because of that.
It's time for a change and time for new blood.
Now, when you say it's time for a change, time for new blood, I assume you're referring to Zohran Mamdani?
Yes. People that care about people. It's important.
So what are some of the things that you like that Mamdani represents?
That he wants to do things for people that are working class and that are trying to get by and make a living and put food on the table and get to work.
He's young, first of all, and he's a new face. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't like him. You know, so this is my opinion why I feel as though that he's going to win. Now, Governor Cuomo and the other guy, you know, they seen what they can do already. You know, a lot of people say Cuomo messed up this and that and that and this. There's no negativity about Mamdani that I really know of.
This is how I see it. At this point, who's ever the best for the job. Because, you know, a lot of times there's been a lot of mayors that we thought was the best for the job. We wind up getting the shoulder end of the stick. So, time will tell.
If you could talk to the next mayor, what would you want them to focus on?
Housing, food, the subway. Because the crime on the subway is ridiculous, and they're raising the price of the subway. It's supposed to be raising it, but the level of crime that happens on the subway is ridiculous. You could be sitting there just quiet and someone passes out. So I really feel like with them cutting the food and the housing, you leave the homeless population out, you leave the people that's on the train at risk. Because mental health is at an all-time high, and that's who's on the train doing things to innocent pedestrians most of the time.
Terry Graham and Stephen Jandis reporting from New York City.